Today I am going to discuss one question that has been taken from Chapter 3 Matrix NCERT 12 Mathematics. That question is question number 19, exercise 3.2. Listen to it. A trust fund has rupees 30,000 that must be invested in two different types of bonds. The first bond pays 5% interest per year and the second bond pays 7% interest per year. Using matrix multiplication, determine how to divide rupees 30,000 among two types of bonds, if the trust fund must obtain an annual total interest of A rupees 1800, B rupees 2000. Yesterday I explained the proper solution of question 19A. Today I am going to discuss about the question number 19B, wherein an annual total interest of rupees 2000 is there. Now come out to solution B here, about which I am going to explain. Here it is given trust fund has rupees 30,000. 30,000 rupees must be invested in two different types of bonds. First bond pays 5% interest per annum. Second bond pays interest 7% per year. Using matrix multiplication, determine how to divide rupees 30,000 among two types of bonds. If the trust fund must obtain an annual total interest of rupees 2000. So here you can see trust fund has rupees 30,000. This means that 30,000 rupees will be invested into two different types of bond. That means first bond may be there and second bond be there. If the amount invested in first bond be X, then the amount invested in second bond will be 30,000 minus X rupees will be there. So here I am going to write solution question number 19B here. Let the amount invested in first bond be reach X. Let the amount invested in first bond rupees X. Then the amount invested in second bond will be reach 30,000 minus X will be there, because total money to be invested here is of rupees 30,000. In first bond rupees X has been invested, then in second bond money will be invested equal to 30,000 minus x. This amount x will be taken as principal amount. The principal amount of first bond will be rupees x. The principal amount invested in second bond will be 30,000 minus x. So here further is said first bond pays rupees 5% interest per year and second bond pays rupees 7% interest per year. What you have to do here? Here this is the interest or here total annual interest. So here I shall calculate interest obtained from first bond. So here I shall write here rate of interest for first bond. So here I shall write rate of interest for first bond equal to 5% per year equal to 5 upon 100 per year. Here I have written rate of interest for first bond equal to 5% per year equal to 5% means 5 over 100 per year, that is rate of interest. So here you have got rate of interest. Here you have got for first one rate of interest is 5% means 5 over 100 per year. Here you can see amount invested in first bond rupees x. So very well you can obtain interest for the first one. So here I shall write total interest obtained from first bond equal to total interest obtained from first bond equal to, here you can see amount invested in first bond is rupees x. The x will be here the principal amount. So here I can write principal into year 1 into rate of interest here 5 over 100. This is the simple formula of obtaining simple interest. The formula for simple interest will be principal into time into rate upon 100. So here you will get equal to 5x over 100 you will get. This will be the rupee. And again you will get for the from the first bond interest obtained equal to 5x over 100 rupees. Here I shall write total interest obtained from second bond equal to, for the second bond total interest obtained will be amount invested in second bond is rupees 30,000 minus x. This will be the principal amount. So here I can write 30,000 minus x into time 1 into the rate of interest you can see for second bond is 7%. So here you can write 7%. over 100. So you will get here, this one you will get 7, you will multiply to 3, you will get here 21. 21 you will get 40 minus 7x over 100. This will be the interest you have got. The total interest obtained from second bond will be 2,10,000 minus 7x over 100. It will become. So now this will become, here you can see, and annual total interest of rupees 2,000. So this means that according to question, you can write here very well, ATQ equal to, implies that total interest from first bond plus second bond equal to total interest from first bond plus second bond. You will get total interest obtained from first bond equal to 5x over 100. Total interest obtained from second bond, you will get here 2,10,000 minus 7x over 100. Both interest will be added together. You will get here 5x over 100 plus 2,10,000 minus 7x over 100. You will get this one. You will get, so this will be, or same thing will be equal to 2,000. Here you can see, and annual total interest of rupees 2,000. So 2,000 I have mentioned total interest obtained from first bond plus second bond, rupees 2,000. The interest obtained from first bond I have mentioned here 5x over 100. And interest obtained from second bond I have mentioned here 2,10,000 minus 7x over 100. Both interest from second bond and first bond will be added together. The total interest, annual interest we have got here 2,000. So if you do this one, same thing will be represented in the form of matrix. From here to here I have solved as usual question, normal question, which you know better earlier, but here it says using matrix multiplication. The same thing will be reflected in the matrix section. You can solve this question in the rough work in order to obtain rough data for representation in the same in the matrix form. So here same thing will be reflected in the matrix form. Let us see how these things will be represented in the matrix form. First of all, presentation of matrix form I do here. Here you can see the amount invested in first bond is rupees X. The X will be the principal. X will be the principal. The principal I shall write principal X from the first bond, and principal from the second bond will be 30,000 minus X. So here you can see, here rupees X is the principal in the first bond, and here rupees 30,000 minus X is the principal in the second bond. So if I represent this one in the matrix form, so here you can see the principal in the first bond is rupees X, and the principal in the second bond is rupees 30,000 minus X. These both terms are the like terms, and like terms will be grouped together. So if I represent in the matrix form like this means that here I have represented in the matrix form. Then here you have got first row and first row, only first row. Number of row is here 1 and number of columns you will get here 2. So this is the matrix you will get. This matrix if you represent you like this, so this matrix will be of order 1 cross 2 because in this matrix the number of rows is equal to 1 and in this matrix the number of columns 2 and the number of rows is equal to 1. One row you can see, this is the one row. Number of columns 1, 2. Then this principal amount, this is the principal, will be multiplied to, here you can see, this principal x will be multiplied to 5 over 100. So here I shall write multiplication because here it is written using matrix multiplication. So here I have written the first matrix representation. Then matrix multiplication is there. The multiplication sign I shall put here. Then I shall write the second matrix. The second matrix, here you can see multiplication sign is fixed. Why multiplication sign is fixed here? Because here it is written using matrix multiplication. Multiplication, this means that this matrix and this matrix will be multiplied together. So here that's why I have put here multiplication sign because here it is written using matrix multiplication. The second matrix, so here you assume the second matrix. So here you can see in the first matrix x is the principal and 30,000 minus x is also principal. Here x is the principal and here 30,000 minus x is also principal. These both terms are the like terms and like terms have been grouped together. In this way you have got the matrix, this matrix of order 1 cross 2. Number of rows is here 1 and number of columns here are 2. When it is written using matrix multiplication, here you will put multiplication sign here. Then the second matrix will form with the help of rate of interest. So here you can see rate of interest for first one is 5% per year. And here you can see the rate of interest in the second one is 7% per year. So two terms you have got here. So what we'll do here? Here you can write 5 over 100. If you write here 5 over 100, 5 over 100. Oh, this is the rate of interest for the first one, 5% per year. I have written 5 over 100 per year. For the first one, I have reflected here. Rate of interest, this one is rate of interest. Second rate of interest is, for second one, 7% per year. So here, I shall write 7 over 100. Now you can see, this will be the matrix in which the number of rows, first rows, second rows. The number of rows here is 2. So here write 2. Here you can see the number of columns here is 1. So here write 1. Now, here you can see in the first matrix, the number of columns here is 2. And in the second matrix, the number of rows here 2. So here you can see in the first matrix, if the number approach here in the first matrix is 1, but in the first matrix the number of columns 2, and in the second matrix the number of rows 2, both are equal. Here you can see 2 is there, here 2 is there. Then multiplication sign is possible. Once again, in the first matrix, the number of columns is equal to 2. In the second matrix, the number of rows is equal to 2. So 2 is equal, therefore multiplication sign is fixed here. If you multiply x to 5 over 100, you will get easily 5x over 100. This term will get, plus will be there, and we will multiply this term 30,000 minus x to 7 over 100. You will get this term. This term you will get. Both will be added together. You will get here simply this one. Total annual interest rupees 2000. So here I shall write in the matrix form 2000. Like this be written. Then what will do here? Here I can write imply that here multiplication sign is there. First element in this matrix, first element of first row will be multiplied to here first element of first column, and first row you can see. So 5 over 100 will multiply to x. So here you will get easily 5 over 100 in bracket x you will get, plus 30,000 minus x will multiply to 7 over 100. So here you can write 30,000 minus x will multiply to 7 over 100. So you will get this one, total annual interest from both the bonds rupees 2000. Do the operation here, you will get the value of x very well. What to do in this case? Take the LCM here 100. 100 will be LCM here, and this 5 will multiply to x. You will get here 5x. And here you can see 30,000 minus x is there in circle bracket, multiply to 7. 7 will enter inside, bracket will be broken. 30,000 will multiply to 7. You will get here 30,000 will multiply to 7. You will get here 2,10,000 you will get. 7 3 are 21, 2 2 4 40 I have written. This you can read very well. 2,10,000 you can read. Minus 7x I can write. Minus 7x. Whole over 100 it will be written. Equal to 2,000 I shall write. Do the simplify the things here. You will get imply that plus 5x minus 7x you will get here minus 2x, and plus 2,10,000 will be written like this. Then you can write here very well 2,000 over 1. This means that 2,000 will multiply to 100. You will get here equal to 230 I can reflect, and here I can 20. So you have got this one. So this will become this one, like you can write. So this is 2 lakh. So here you can get very well. This one can be reflected minus 2x equal to 2 lakh. 2 lakh minus 2 lakh 10,000 2 lakh 10,000 minus 2 lakh, you will get here very well implied that minus 2x equal to here plus 2 lakh minus 2 lakh 10,000 will be operated together. Lower value will be subtracted from the greater value. So you will get here 10,000 and sign will be always of greater value. So here write sign minus. Minus sign will be written here. Minus sign will be written. Like this, right here minus sign equal to minus sign will put here. So here we have got minus 2x equal to minus 10,000. So you can write very well imply that x equal to 10,000 over 2. You will get here imply that x equal to 5,000. So here we will get 5,000 rupees. 5,000 rupees you have got. So the value of x you have got here 5,000. You have got. This means that the amount invested in first bond will be rupees x equal to 5,000. So here I can write here very well the amount invested in first bond equal to rupees 5,000. The amount invested in first bond equal to rupees 5,000 and the amount invested in second bond, the amount invested in second bond equal to, here you can see 30,000 minus x. So in place of x, here I shall write 5,000. So 30,000 minus 5,000, it comes out to be 30,000 minus 5,000. Since I have put here 30,000 minus 5,000. The 5,000 here is the value of x. So you will get here easily 25,000. 25,000 you have got. So here the answer will be the amount invested in first bond equal to rupees 5,000 and the amount invested in second bond will be 30,000 minus 5,000 equal to 25,000 rupees will be there. This is rupees. This one will be the answer. The amount invested in the second bond will be rupees 25,000 and the amount invested in first bond will be rupees 5,000. First bond 5,000, second bond 25,000. This is the correct answer I have got on solving the question number 19, exercise 3.2. That question has been taken from chapter 3 matrix NCERT 12 math.